Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two league games for you. We are away against Bohemians, and we follow it up with a home game against Cork City. Since you were last with us, we have been exemplary. We aren't going to have an unbeaten season. We lost 1-0 against Cork away from home. A very frustrating game for us. They had one shot on target and scored it just on the half an hour mark. And in terms of general match stats, we should have absolutely battered them, to be honest. Um, we've not been quite as free scoring as we were previously. Just wins by the odd goal for the most part. A 0-0 draw at home against Shamrock Rovers, but we've started to just pick it up again a little bit in the last few games. And in terms of the way the league's going, we're looking very, very strong. We're 16 points clear already with 15 wins from our 17 matches. Our goal difference is superior to everybody by a considerable margin. This should be a very comfortable season. They do want us to be competitive in Europe. So when it comes to the second half of our league campaign, obviously it's going to be July and August. So that is when the qualifiers will start coming, I think, for um, for Europe. So, from a financial perspective, it could be a very important time for the club at that point. As you can see, in terms of the way we're performing as well, obviously we're top of the league. We've got some top performers in there. Dean Martin, joint top goal scorer with William Martin of Dundalk. Akachukwu is there on 10 goals as well. Dean Martin with the top average rating, along with Akachukwu up there. Dundalk's David Wilson in the middle of them. In terms of assists, Sam Mather is there with 8, along with Cork City's Ross Tierney. Hugh Chain has managed to squeeze in there with 5 assists. Brian Marr has got 6 clean sheets so far. He's actually injured at the moment, so De Neuer has deputised at long last and kept a clean sheet in his debut. We're not on the yellow cards one, which is always ideal, and we're not on the player of the match one, which is a bit of a strange one as well. But we're looking extremely strong. I have no real concerns of the way that we're playing at the moment. And going into these matches, we should be doing quite well. De Neuer starting in goal with Mart still injured. Taylor Foran's managed to break his way back into the side on occasion. Nico Lawrence has been outstanding, but we do rotate a little bit between them. Jai Hobson has not done too badly, but he has been a bit more quiet recently. Brian Mart on the verge of returning to fitness. Likewise is Jackson, who hasn't really broke into the team this year, largely because of the fact that we've got Dean Martin and obviously Elliot Walker as well, who has finally scored his first goal for the club. But again, he's not seen too much game time recently either. So we're not rotating massively per game because when we do seem to just falter slightly, and that was the case when we drew 0-0 with Shamrock Rovers and lost against Cork by a goal to nil. We just couldn't seem to find the back of the net in either of those games. Again, they were games that we very much deserved to win. So going into these two games today, we expect 2 wins. We're certainly more than capable of it. And hopefully we can come away with those wins. We've still got the attacking mentality on. We've been completely dominant for the most part. Hopefully that continues today. Hobson there into Mather, into the penalty area. And it's a shocking effort from him. He should have just laid it across. I mean, he had Martin completely open there in the centre of the penalty area. And that is a very poor attempt from him. And again, in terms of the front line as well, we have been rotating them reasonably often. Um, Elliot Walker has had a couple of opportunities. He's finally scored his first goal, as I mentioned before. But Dean Martin does seem to be the regular goal scorer for us so far this season. Devoy here into Holacek. McManus lays it back to Devoy again. Now Holacek. Of course, Bohemian beat us in the pre-season President's Trophy. Um, Originally, we were going to lay up with a tiki-taka. It just didn't work for us in that game, so we went straight back to the Gegenpress that we're used to. And Akachukwu here with the effort, and Akachukwu with the goal. It's his 11th of the season. He has had a fantastic goal-scoring campaign for us so far. Considering, to be fair, I mean, he's more than capable of playing on the right wing, and that is obviously where we've been playing him. But from a general perspective, he is more of a defensive slash central midfield player. Um, but we've certainly seemed to have found a good outlet for him on that right hand side, and he continues his fantastic run of form for us as well. Omane into Foreign, just lays it back to De Neuer. And that is shocking from De Neuer, but what a horrible finish from Power. Bohemians should be level there. That was a terrible, terrible finish. Big error there from Denoy though, which isn't ideal. Doesn't really strike me with confidence, but there, we'll look past that for now. He maintains his clean sheet for the time being. Hobson here into Akachukwu. Just holding on to possession. Has got a bit of support. That's a good pass out to Cochrane. Can he find the delivery? Finds Hobson now. Lays it back into Barry Moore. And now Chuchain into Akachukwu. And there is his second of the day. And again, he finishes it really nicely. He didn't have to put a lot of power behind it. He shaped the shot well. Brooks is beaten. And we're 2-0 up now away from home. And again, I think from a league title perspective, with where we're at the moment, we're looking extremely comfortable. And I highly doubt that after we've had the mid-season break, because there's no matches in June at all, and then we're back in July, I probably won't be showing too many league matches depending on how things go in terms of Europe. Here is Chuchain into Dean Martin. That's a good strike from him, and Brooks makes a good save and tips it wide. But we're looking dominant here, as I would say, as per usual. Obviously, like I say, we have dropped points in a couple of games, but for the most part, we are a very good side for this Irish Premier Division, and we are extremely strong here. Brooks here into Murphy. And now Devoy into Holacek. Back into Murphy. O'Connor. Bohemians just moving the ball a little bit better, really, there. They're just trying to keep hold of the ball a little bit more and try and work an opportunity now. So, again, very well worked, but a poor pass from O'Reilly. And Cochrane and Ngoye dealing with it between them. And a little bit of support in the centre there. And Jai Hobson picks it up. Lays the pass into Chuchain. That's a good pass, but again, just slightly off target with the effort, and Akachukwu couldn't quite get onto it. But an error at the back there, and Dean Martin is in, and Dean Martin makes it 3-0, and it's certainly game over now. Well, I say just before half time. There's another 5 or 6 minutes to go yet, with injury time added on, of course. And in the end, O'Connor into O'Reilly. It was a poor pass back, and Dean Martin, very, very good work from him. A 15th goal of the season in all competitions. He's done very, very well for us. And obviously, we did sell him from Hibernian, so he's a player that we know quite well. And he has certainly found his level for sure. We'll just tell lads to keep doing what they're doing. There's certainly no reason to make any changes at the moment. And Cochrane here with a delivery from the corner. There's the header from Tyler Foran, and he couldn't quite get it on target. And it remains 3-0. But again, we're looking very comfortable. We've created a lot of opportunities. Bohemians without a shot on target, albeit they should have scored in that first half, following De Neuer's very poor error. But there, we got away with it. And that was that. And Boyce here with a pass inside to O'Connor. O'Reilly into Power. Perhaps an opportunity knocking for them here if they can work it correctly. O'Connor looking over the top. That's a good pass. And Power nods it into McCarthy. And it was a difficult effort to be able to control from the centre forward. But again, we get away with it. De Neuer obviously grabbed a clean sheet on his debut last time out. He looks set so far to be getting another one. And that's a great delivery in, and Barry Moore with the effort. And somehow Brooks has kept that out. We're just going to pause there for a minute. We have got some tired legs. Akachukwu is on a hat trick, but we will not risk him. We'll take him off. He's been a very good player for us. There's no point in risking him when we're comfortable. Telephone on a yellow card. Nico Lawrence can come on. Doré Laraman can come on for Jai Hobson as well. And Elliot Walker can come on as well. He has been crying out for a bit more game time, so we'll give him that chance here. And nothing comes from the set piece following all those changes. And Bohemians have finally had an attempt at goal. Defensively, we're looking very tired now as well, but I think we'll certainly see the game out, that is for sure. Elliot Walker's picked up a knock by the looks of things. Hopefully nothing too serious, but we've seen the game out. Not many more highlights, if any at all there. And a very comfortable 3 points on the board. And again, we just continue to push, don't we? We've done very, very well here. 17 points clear now. Sligo Rovers managing to win their game away against Galway United. And Bohemians have dropped down the pecking order with Cork down there as well. I very much doubt that we'll mess it up from here, even though we're only halfway through the season. We're very, very strong. And I think we've got enough quality even in our rotation to do well in this division, let alone with our first team. And obviously we have got new faces coming in anyway in July. And Elliot Walker, only a tight hamstring. He's not got too many problems there. Number of loan reports there as well. Chuchain with 2 assists. He did very well in that central midfield. And I think we went 9 games unbeaten initially before we lost against Cork. And as you can see, we're 8 games unbeaten again now. And with a week to go until the Cork game, I'm hoping we can continue that. And I will see you there shortly. Okay, guys, here we go. We're at home against Cork City. They're the only team in the league to have beaten us this season. They're sat in third place. A win for us here today is pretty much going to really push them out of the title race, to be honest. I mean, Sligo Rovers are 17 points behind us. They're at home against Bray Wanderers. And as long as we get, as long as we just keep doing what we're doing, there's no way we're going to lose this title, I don't think, at the moment. A little bit of rotation involved. Denoyer's in goal. Cochrane, Baxter, Foran and McCann are at the back. Lawrence, Lariman and Hobson in midfield with Moylan, Akachukwu and Martin as the front three. So there's an element of rotation there. I think we're going to be strong enough. Obviously, having Baxter in at centre back, I'm still not too sure about it, to be honest. He is quite short in relation to his height. So it'll be an interesting one to see. But he has played there a couple of times and he's played well enough, certainly. So we'll see how things go. Sligo have taken a very early 2-goal lead against Bray Wanderers, 5 minutes in for them, and they are comfortably ahead there. But obviously, with the gap being at 17 points, we've got plenty of manoeuvrability when it comes to actual match results. We've got a very dangerous free kick here. It's going to be Jai Hobson to take. And he smashed it against the post there. I mean, the keeper was rooted to the spot. And Jai Hobson, of course, he scored a couple of belters earlier in the season. But he has been a little bit quiet since. He has struggled really to really push on in terms of his form. But of course, he isn't playing in the attacking midfield role. He is laying back a little bit. So here is Moylan. Really good work down the left-hand side from him. Laraman into Hobson. Can he get the strike away this time? Yes, he can. He's hit the post again. And Akachukwu with the strike goes wide. And incidentally, the number of times we hit the woodwork as well, especially in that draw against Shamrock Rovers, 3 or 4 times we hit the woodwork. The defeat against Cork was the same. And even in the games that we're winning, we are hitting the woodwork a heck of a lot. And a little bit of change in that accuracy. We'll be winning every game by 4 or 5 goals probably. Here's Lariman with a free kick. Hobson hitting the woodwork twice so far. Lays it back into Lariman. That's a great strike from him. And Dory Lariman with the finish. He drove it through the centre of the penalty area. I think it may have taken a slight deflection to take it past the keeper Curd. I mean, he took the initial free kick. Hobson picked it up, and he wasn't picked up at all there, Lariman. It's a great strike. I think it took a deflection off the defender that was trying to close him down, incidentally. But that is a very good finish. Kenny here into Bandera, and now Sarah into Fredrickson. And now Giabi, who again is another player that we'll know from our time at Crusaders. And Hobson's managed to intercept. And Hobson finally has managed to score another goal. It's his 5th of the season. It was a very good break, good pressure from him. Ledwidge tried to smash it forward. It actually hit Giabi, and Hobson stole in from the deflection and just took it around the keeper a little bit, finished it well. And he deserves that, to be honest, after hitting the woodwork twice. Half an hour gone, we're 2 goals to the good. And we're not suffering against Cork the way we did last time. We couldn't find the net at all last time out. This time we're looking comfortable. Sligo 3-0 up in their game now. And to be honest, I mean, with how comfortable we are at the top of the league at the moment, there's not really much point in looking at the chasing power. What a ball in from Cochrane. Akachukwu there with the header. What a delivery from the left back. I mean, you got to remember, he's 31, 32, Cochrane. We signed him very cheaply from St Mirren, and what a delivery that is. Brilliant stuff. Akachukwu with a very easy header in front of goal. 3-0 now. And Siri with the throw into Kenny. And now Bandera back to Siri. Lays it across the penalty area. Good header from McCann to get it clear. But it's only as far as Greenwood. And now Giabi picks it up. Gets the shot away, but it's off target. And Denoyer, to be fair, deputising very, very well at the moment for Ma. He's had to wait for his opportunity, the goalkeeper, but two clean sheets in two, halfway to a third in three. So tell the lads to keep doing what they're doing. It has been a very comfortable first half for us in the end. 3 goals scored from our 4 attempts on target. More of the same. Hobson with a delivery toward that far post. Akachukwu again. I said it before and I'll say it again. It was a brilliant leap, but unfortunately, I think he was offside. Bit harsh. I mean, he did superbly to get to that header. Here's Keane coming down the left-hand side. Lays it back into Giabi. He has tried to instigate a lot of the play today, Darko Giabi, but he's just not quite got there with it today, which is fortunate from our perspective. We know that he can be a very good player, but we've certainly got the measure of Cork City today. And all the home teams, I've noticed, are winning there as well in the set of fixtures. Kurd here, launching it forward. I mean, wasn't a lot of accuracy on it, and McCann probably had a lot more time than he realised as he tried to nod it down, and now teeing it into Keane. Coming down the left-hand side still, gets the ball into the penalty area. Denoyer with a mistake. He tried to palm it away, couldn't get full contact on it, and Charlie Allen was there just to knock it in. I mean, they've created a few more chances today, Cork, and we have been a little bit complacent in this second half. We'll tell the lads just to focus up a little bit. As things stand, we're not in danger of losing this game anyway, but we do need to be mindful. We can't get complacent in matches just because we're a few goals up. Here's Siri into Kenny. He beats Cochrane quite easily, to be fair. Whips it into that far post, and Keane was there winning the header. And we've told the lads to focus up, of course, but I think it is time to make some changes. We'll get Nico Lawrence to move back to centre-back. We'll bring Owen Bailey on for an opportunity today. Domaraki can come on for a chance. Sean Green, to be fair, we might bring on as well. In fact, we'll bring him on for Lawrence purely because of that yellow card. Aaron Arnott. I mean, should we leave him there? I think we'll leave him there. Howard Richardson can come on for Akachukwu. Moylan can come off for Timmy Scott as well. There's been a couple of poor performances in there. I mean, yeah, for the most part, we've done very well. But Baxter at centre-back, not particularly brilliant today. Moylan didn't have a good game on this left-hand side either. Here's Hobson with the corner. Whips it in toward that near post. Foreign couldn't quite win the header, but he has managed to pick it up here. Finds Cochrane into Hobson, who's completely free. What a strike from Jai Hobson. He hits it with a lot of venom into that top corner. And again, it's been a very deserved couple of goals for him today. And of course, he could have had a hat-trick. Hitting the woodwork twice in the first half. I mean, that is a thunderous strike. I mean, Cochrane did really well to find the pass, and he was just completely unmarked. Cork did not track him at all following his taking of the corner. 4-1. The job is definitely done here. Obviously, we haven't kept the clean sheet, which is a little bit disappointing, but a very, very good performance. And Denoy there scrambling for that one. Bandera almost catching him out as it sails just wide. But that is an excellent performance once again. And Jai Hobson, the key man, with an assist and 2 goals. Cochrane with 2 assists as well. Very, very good work from him. And we continue to show our complete dominance in this league. Sligo with a good 3-0 win themselves. They're the first team to get into double figures for goal difference. Plus 43 we are for goal difference in 19 games. That is insane numbers, really. We really are a strong side in this league, and I highly doubt we're going to find any issues going forward as well. Obviously, in terms of up-and-coming fixtures, if we maintain this dominance, there's no point in showing you a load of league games because obviously from a comfort perspective, it'll just be, but it might be a little bit boring for you guys to watch. I'm not too sure. So I think what we'll probably do, we're going to push through anyway. We've got a lot to get through as such because there's no matches in June anyway, so there's plenty of time to go. July is obviously the transfer window. We've got a Senior Challenge Cup first round game in there. Obviously, I'm not too sure whether we're in Europe or not either. It could be its Conference League qualification that they had previously. Again, I'm really not sure. So in terms of when we're going to come back, we'll probably get the majority of July out of the way. Obviously, there might be new signings happening and things like that. We'll have a bit of a transfer window roundup as well, but obviously we've got August um, as part of that. If Europe does come into play, Europe will be the main focus. If not, we'll probably just focus in on the cup and maybe the odd league game here and there. Shamrock did draw against us last time, of course, so it could be that we'll have the Challenge Cup and Shamrock Rovers at home in July. So it's only going to be a few games' time, really. But we'll see how things work out and go from there. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.